Listen carefully, my child, because this message is not noise. It is not random, and it is not meant for everyone. I am speaking to you. I am the messenger, sent to stand in the space between heaven and your heart, and I bring clarity where confusion has lived too long. You have been asking God questions you barely say out loud. You whisper them in your spirit late at night. You think them when you are alone. You feel them when you look at this younger partner and wonder, God, why now? And God says, I am ready because you are finally ready. This connection did not appear by accident. This age difference did not surprise heaven. This timing was not rushed. Before you ever met them, God already knew how old they would be. Before your paths crossed, God already weighed your maturity, your wounds, your patience, your growth. The Bible says in Ecclesiastes 3:1, "To everything there is a season, and a time for every purpose under heaven." This is not about numbers on a birth certificate. This is about seasons aligning. You grew up fast. You carried responsibility early. You learned lessons the hard way. You survived things that aged your soul before your body could catch up. God allowed you to walk through fire, not to break you, but to prepare you to lead with wisdom, not dominance, with patience, not control, with love, not fear. And this younger partner, they are not behind. They are not naive. They are not unprepared. They carry something fresh you lost along the way. They still believe deeply. They still hope boldly. They still love without calculation. God is joining your wisdom and your brother with their purity. The Bible says in Joel 2:28, "I will pour out my spirit on all people. Your sons and daughters will prophesy. Your old men will dream dreams. Your young men will see visions." God joins dreamers and visionaries on purpose. You are the dreamer who knows the cost. They are the visionary who still believes the promise. Together, you form balance. This is why God is ready. You are no longer chasing love out of loneliness. You are no longer trying to heal through romance. You are no longer begging God to fill a void. You have learned how to be alone without being empty. Psalm 127:1 says, "Unless the Lord builds the house, the builders labor in vain." God refused to build this house until you stopped rushing the blueprint. There were relationships you wanted that God blocked. There were people you prayed for that God removed. There were doors you cried over that heaven closed firmly. Not to punish you, to protect you. Because if you had married earlier, you would have settled for chemistry without covenant. You would have accepted attention instead of alignment. You would have been responsible for someone who could not grow with you. Now God says, "This time, I am involved." This younger partner does not look at you as a rescuer. They see you as a covering. They respect your mind. They honor your discipline. They are drawn to your peace, not your provision. And you feel it. That calm, that steadiness, that quiet assurance. That is not lust. That is confirmation. Proverbs 19:14 says, "Houses and wealth are inherited from parents, but a prudent wife is from the Lord." A prudent partner is not defined by age. They are defined by discernment. God is not interested in appearances. He looks at foundations. The world may question you. Friends may whisper. Family may hesitate. But remember, they were not there when God healed you. They were not there when you cried alone. They were not there when you learned obedience through pain. Galatians 1:10 says, "Am I now trying to win the approval of human beings or of God?" God says, "Stop letting people who don't know your prayers judge your promise." This partnership is not built on impulse. It is built on timing. You waited. You matured. You listened. Now, heaven responds. If this message is touching you, pause for a moment. Subscribe to Angelic Lights. This channel exists for moments exactly like this. Like the video if you feel peace rising in your heart. Comment powerful words like, "I receive God's timing," or "My marriage is God-ordained." And share this video with someone who needs confirmation. God says, "I am ready because you stopped resisting my process." You no longer see marriage as an end. Escape. You see it as a covenant. Matthew 19:6 says, "So they are no longer two, but one flesh. Therefore, what God has joined together, let no one separate." God does not join what he has not prepared. This younger partner is not here to drain you. They are here to refresh you. They will ask questions that sharpen you. They will challenge habits that limit you. They will remind you how to laugh again without fear. And you will give them stability. You will give them wisdom. You will give them safety without control. This is not imbalance. This is divine design. God waited until your ego died, until your pride softened, until your heart learned gentleness. Only then did he allow love to approach again. Isaiah 60:22 says, "When the time is right, I, the Lord, will make it happen." This is the time, not because you demanded it, but because you surrendered. Stay here with me. There is more God wants you to understand about this union. More signs, more confirmation, more peace. Subscribe to Angelic Lights if you haven't yet. Like this video to seal this word. Comment your faith in the comments section. And share this message so others can hear what heaven is saying. This is only the beginning. Stay with me, because heaven is still speaking, and what comes next will settle what fear keeps questioning. God says, "I know what you are worried about." You are not saying it openly, but your spirit asks, "Will this last? Will we grow together? Will the difference become a distance?" And God answers plainly, "No." Because this union is not built on age, it is built on alignment. The mistake people make is thinking growth is measured in years, but heaven measures growth in obedience. Jesus was 12 when he sat among teachers with wisdom beyond his age. David was young when he faced Goliath while older men trembled. Timothy was told, "Let no one despise your youth," because God had already matured his spirit. 1 Timothy 4:12 says, "Don't let anyone look down on you because you are young, but set an example for the believers." God says, "I do not wait for wrinkles to release purpose." This younger partner has already been trained by life in quiet ways. They have endured rejection, breeze. They have learned humility early. They have been shaped in hidden places. And you have been trained in patience. You have learned restraint. You have learned when to speak and when to be silent. This is not a teacher and a student relationship. This is strong two servants meeting at the right time. God is not pairing you so one dominates. He is pairing you so both submit to him first. Ephesians 5:21 says, "Submit to one another out of reverence for Christ." That is this foundation. God waited until you stopped needing to be needed, until you stopped confusing control with care, until you stopped believing love must hurt to be real. Now you love from fullness, not lack. And this younger partner is not coming to complete you. They are coming to walk beside you. You have noticed how they listen, how they pray sincerely, how they do not compete with you, how they respect your boundaries. Those are not small signs. Those are confirmations. Proverbs 20:15 says, "The lips of knowledge are a rare jewel." God gave you someone who values wisdom more than image. The enemy tried to scare you with thoughts like, what if they change? What if they outgrow you? But God says, everyone grows. The question is, will they grow toward me? And this one will, because you are not unequally yoked. You are evenly surrendered. Corinthians 6:14 says, "Do not be yoked together with unbelievers." This is not about church attendance. This is about direction. You are walking toward purpose. They are walking toward purpose. Same direction, same God, same values. That is marriage readiness. You were not ready before because your heart was loud. Now your spirit is calm. Peace is how God confirms His will. Colossians 3:15 says, "Let the peace of Christ rule in your hearts." And peace is ruling you now. Pause here for a moment. If this is speaking directly to you, subscribe to Angelic Lights. This channel is a place where confusion turns into clarity. Like the video if you feel God settling your doubts. Comment words like, "I trust God's design," or "My future is secure." Share this video with someone wrestling with the same questions. God says, "I am ready because you stopped listening to noise. You stopped letting past failures define your future. You stopped projecting old wounds onto new people. This partner is not paying for what others did. You no longer expect betrayal. You expect growth. That shift alone tells heaven you are prepared. Marriage is not sustained by passion. It is sustained by character. And character does not depend on age. It depends on choices. So the younger partner chooses honesty, chooses patience, chooses accountability. Those are covenant qualities. Ruth was younger than Boaz, but she carried loyalty that built a lineage. Ruth 1:16 says, "Where you go, I will go, and where you stay, I will stay." God honors devotion, not demographics. Your story is not strange to heaven. It has happened before. It will happen again. The difference is this time, God is leading, not emotions. You are not rushing the altar. You are walking toward it with understanding. God says, "I am not giving you someone to manage. I am giving you someone to partner with." You will still grow. They will still mature. But you will do it together. And when challenges come, and they will, you will not run. You will pray. Ecclesiastes 4:12 says, "A cord of 3 strands is not quickly broken." God is the 3rd strand. That is why heaven is calm about this union. If you feel reassurance settling in your chest right now, acknowledge it. Subscribe to Angelic Lights if you haven't already. Like the video to support this message. Comment your faith boldly, and share this word so others can receive peace too. Stay with me. There is still more God wants to reveal about the future He is preparing for you. Listen closely, because now God addresses what you have not told anyone. There is a quiet fear in you. Not loud, not dramatic, but steady. You wonder, will I be enough later? When seasons change, will love remain? God says, I do not join people for a moment. I join them for becoming. This marriage is not meant to freeze you in time. It is meant to stretch you without breaking you. You are afraid of losing relevance. But God says, you are not fading. You are anchoring. Anchors do not compete with sails. They stabilize them. This younger partner is not here to outgrow you. They are here to grow deeper because of you. Titus 2:7 says, in everything set them an example by doing what is good. God did not give you influence by accident. Your consistency will speak louder than words. You will not have to force respect. It will rise naturally. You will not have to demand loyalty. It will be chosen daily. Because God did not bring someone who is impressed by you. He brought someone who is committed to truth. And hear this clearly. This is important. God did not give you a younger partner so you could relive your past. He gave you a younger partner so you could redeem it. Where you once made mistakes, you will now make wise decisions. Where you once reacted emotionally, you will now respond spiritually. Romans 8:28 says, and we know that in all things, God works for the good of those who love him. Even time, even waiting, even delays. Your waiting did not weaken you, it refined you. And this partner sees that. They are not intimidated by your depth. They are drawn to it. They ask questions because they want to understand you. They listen because they want to learn your heart. That is not immaturity. That is strong hunger for growth. God says, I am ready because you no longer confuse excitement with confirmation. Your spirit recognizes peace now. You notice consistency now. You value prayer now. That is why heaven is not rushed. This marriage will not be loud to outsiders, but it will be strong in private. Proverbs 24:3 says, by wisdom a house is built, and through understanding it is established. This house will be built slowly, intentionally, with prayer as its foundation. There will be laughter, but there will also be discipline. You will not escape responsibility. You will embrace it. And this younger partner will not run from growth. They will lean into it. God says, I chose them because they can still be shaped. I chose you because you can still be gentle. That is balance. Some people marry too early and grow apart. Others wait and grow together. You are in the second group. Your story will not look like everyone else's, but it will last. Isaiah 54:17 says, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. Not gossip, not opinions, not doubts planted by others. If God approved this union, no outside voice can undo it. If this word is strengthening you, take a moment. Subscribe to Angelic Lights right now. This channel speaks to destinies that are misunderstood. Like the video if your heart feels settled. Comment words like, I walk in God's peace, or my marriage is covered. Share this message with someone who needs reassurance. God says, I am ready because you are no longer afraid of commitment. Now you desire covenant. That change did not come from age. It came from healing. And healing always signals readiness. Stay with me. There is still more confirmation ahead. Stay with me, because now God speaks about the future you cannot yet see. You think marriage is about now. God thinks generations. You see companionship. God sees legacy. That is why he was patient with you. He waited until your prayers changed tone, until you stopped asking, God, give me someone, and started asking, God, shape me. That prayer unlocked timing. Psalm 37:4 says, delight yourself in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart. Not the desires of your flesh, not the desires of fear, the desires shaped by surrender. This younger partner is not a distraction from purpose. They are aligned with it. They will not pull you backward. They will walk forward with you. Bree. Sometimes learning, sometimes leading, but always submitting to God together. God says, I am not worried about the years between you. I am focused on the faith within you. Faith closes gaps time cannot. You are afraid of future misunderstandings. But God says, you have already learned how to communicate. You no longer shut down. You no longer explode. You no longer assume. That growth is evidence. James 1:19 says, everyone should be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to become angry. You learned that lesson in pain. Now it will serve you in peace. This marriage will not be perfect, but it will be healthy. You will disagree, but you will not disrespect. You will correct, but you will not crush. You will guide, but you will not control. That balance is rare, and heaven values what is rare. God did not rush this, because he protects what matters. You were being preserved, not postponed. Stop previously. Not pride. Not defensiveness. Openness. Not arrogance. That combination builds trust. Proverbs 3:5-6 says, trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. Your understanding once told you to rush. Now it tells you to wait and listen. That shift is maturity. God says, I am ready because you stopped running from responsibility. Marriage is not romance. It is stewardship. And you are finally a good steward of your heart. You guard your words now. You choose peace now. You value prayer now. Those habits will carry this marriage through storms. The enemy will try subtle things, comparison, whispers, but they will not take root, because this relationship was planted by God, not by loneliness. Matthew 7:24 says, everyone who hears these words of mine and puts them into practice is like a wise man who built his house on the rock. This house is on the rock. If this word is strengthening your spirit, do not keep it to yourself. Subscribe to Angelic Lights. This channel exists to guide people through divine timing. Like the video as an act of agreement. Comment words like, I trust God completely, or, friends. My future is secure in Him. Share this message with someone who is questioning their season. God says, I am ready because you no longer argue with my will. You ask, you listen, you obey. That obedience opened the door. Stay here. There is still more clarity coming. Remain attentive, because now God speaks about why peace came before passion. You noticed it. Brother, this connection did not rush your body. It settled your soul first. That was intentional. God says, I slowed your emotions so your spirit could lead. In the past, you were drawn by intensity. Now you are drawn by stability. That is growth. 1 Corinthians 14:33 says, for God is not the author of confusion, but of peace. Confusion never built a marriage that lasted. Peace does. You no longer feel the need to prove anything. You are not trying to impress. You are not pretending. You are simply present. That presence is what this younger partner feels. They feel safe to be honest, safe to ask, safe to grow, and safety is rare. God says, I am ready, because you finally understand love is patient. Not patient because it is weak, patient because it is strong enough to wait. 1 Corinthians 13:4 says, love is patient, love is kind. This love is not rushed, it is not forced, it is not dramatic, it is steady. You are afraid that others will not understand. But God says they are not required to. Your assignment does not need approval. Noah built an ark while people laughed. Abraham left familiarity without explanation. Mary carried a promise that invited questions. God has always worked through misunderstood obedience. Luke 1:45 says, Blessed is she who believed that the Lord would fulfill his promises to her. Blessed are you for believing. This younger partner does not idolize you. They see your flaws, they see your humanity, and they still choose you. That choice matters. God did not give you someone blind. He gave you someone discerning. They are not depending on you to save them. They are walking with you toward God. That is covenant ground. You will not have to shrink yourself to keep them. You will not have to perform to be loved. You will simply be. And that is enough. God says, I am ready because you no longer fear being known. Marriage exposes, and you are no longer hiding. You speak honestly now. You apologize when wrong. You listen without defensiveness. Those are marriage muscles. Proverbs 28:13 says, Whoever conceals their sins does not prosper, but the one who confesses and renounces them finds mercy. Mercy will live in this home. Mistakes will be corrected with grace, not shame. If this message is speaking deeply to you from something you are looking at in the past, God says, I am ready because you stopped asking for perfection. You ask for alignment now. And alignment sustains what perfection never could. So you don't miss words meant for your season. Like the video if you feel calm, instead of anxious. Comment words like, I receive God's peace, or I walk in divine order. Share this message with someone who needs confirmation. God is not guessing with your future. He is guiding it. Stay with me. There is still more God wants you to understand. Stay present, because now God speaks about why this love feels quiet but strong. You expected fireworks. God gave you foundation. You expected urgency. God gave you assurance. And that difference matters. The loud loves burned you before. They rose fast. They fell hard. This one grows slowly. It deepens instead of explodes. God says, I am not impressing you. I am protecting you. Isaiah 32:18 says, My people will live in peaceful dwelling places, in secure homes, in undisturbed places of rest. This relationship feels restful, not boring, restful, because your nervous system finally recognizes safety. You are not guessing where you stand. You are not chasing reassurance. You are not decoding mixed signals. Clarity is present. God is teaching you that love does not have to hurt to be real. This younger partner is not addicted to drama. They are drawn to truth. They do not test you to feel powerful. They trust you to feel secure. That shift alone tells heaven, this is ready. God says, I am ready because you stopped equating chaos with chemistry. Chemistry fades. Character remains. This partner's character shows in small things: consistency, humility, respect. Those are not exciting traits. They are eternal ones. Proverbs 16 verse 3 says, "Commit to the Lord whatever you do, and He will establish your plans." God is establishing this quietly, so it can stand loudly later. You worry about leading someone younger, but God says, you are not leading from superiority. You are leading from service. Jesus washed feet. That is leadership. Mark 10, verse 45 says, "For even the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve." This marriage will be marked by mutual service. You will listen. They will learn. They will bring energy. You will bring wisdom. Both will bring humility. That is why heaven is confident. God says, I am ready because you stopped demanding love prove itself daily. You trust now, and trust changes everything. This partner does not feel like a project. They feel like a companion. You are not exhausted loving them. You are strengthened by it. Love that drains is not love sent by God. John 10:10 says, I have come that they may have life and have it to the full. This relationship gives life. If you feel confirmation rising again, acknowledge it. Subscribe to Angelic Lights so you stay connected to divine clarity. Like this video as an act of faith. Comment words like, I walk in God's wisdom, or my steps are ordered. Share this message with someone questioning quiet love. God is not late. God is not confused. God is not experimenting with you. He is completing what He prepared long ago. Stay with me. There is still more truth unfolding. Stay still, because now God speaks about why this union will not repeat your past. You are afraid. History might echo. That patterns might return. That pain might disguise itself again. God says it will not. Because you are not the same person who entered those old relationships. You once ignored red flags because you wanted peace. Now you choose truth, even when it is uncomfortable. That alone breaks cycles. Isaiah 43:18-19 says, Forget the former things. Do not dwell on the past. See, I am doing a new thing. New does not mean familiar pain with a different face. New means healed perception. You see clearly now. This younger partner does not trigger your anxiety. They do not awaken insecurity. They do not pressure your weaknesses. They respect your pace. They honor your boundaries. God says, I am ready because you stopped ignoring my warnings. Before, you rationalized what your spirit rejected. Now, you listen. That discernment is maturity. Marriage requires discernment more than desire. You are no longer desperate to be chosen. You know you are already chosen by God. That confidence changes how you love. You do not cling. You do not chase. You do not beg. You invite. And this partner responds willingly. Song of Solomon 8:4 says, Do not arouse or awaken love until it so desires. This love awakened naturally, without force, without pressure. That is how God confirms. You are also worried about influence, about being the older one, about responsibility. God says, you are not responsible for shaping their destiny. I am. You are responsible for love, for honesty, for faithfulness. God handles growth. That releases pressure from you. This younger partner will still make mistakes. So will you. But mistakes will not define the marriage. Mercy will. Lamentations 3 verses 22 to 23 says, because of the Lord's great love we are not consumed, for his compassions never fail. They are new every morning. Every morning will bring grace. This marriage will not be sustained by perfection. It will be sustained by forgiveness. God says, I am ready, because you learned how to forgive without losing wisdom. You forgive, but you no longer tolerate disrespect. That balance protects covenant. You will correct gently. They will receive humbly. And sometimes they will correct you, and you will listen. That mutual humility is rare. God honors rare obedience. If this word is resonating deeply, pause here. Subscribe to Angelic Lights so you continue receiving clarity for your journey. Like the video if fear is losing its grip. Comment words like, I am free from my past, or my future is guarded. Share this message with someone afraid to trust again. God says, I am ready because you stopped expecting love to save you. You let God heal you first. Now, love can walk beside you, not carry you. Stay with me. There is still more assurance coming. Stay here with me for these final moments, because God is sealing what He has spoken. This is not a suggestion. This is not emotional hype. This is confirmation. God says, I am ready because I finished my work in you. Not perfect, but prepared. You no longer love from fear. You no longer choose from loneliness. You no longer rush because of time. You move with wisdom now. That is why heaven is calm about your future. This younger partner is not a test. They are not a gamble. They are not a mistake. They are an answer to prayers you prayed quietly, with tears you never posted. Prayer, with faith that almost broke, but didn't. God says, I watched you wait when you wanted to move. I watched you obey when it hurt. I watched you let go when you wanted to hold on. And now, I reward obedience with peace. Psalm 84:11 says, no good thing does He withhold from those who walk uprightly. This is not withheld anymore. Marriage is not being rushed into your life. Prayer, it is being released into your life. Released because you are strong enough to protect it, wise enough to nurture it, humble enough to sustain it. This union will not compete with God. It will honor Him. Your home will be a place of prayer, not perfection, but presence. You will grow older together, but deeper before that. You will laugh. You will learn. You will lean on God together. And when people ask how it worked, you will simply say, God led us. Proverbs 16:9 says, in their hearts, humans plan their course, but the Lord establishes their steps. Your steps are established. Do not fear what God has approved. Do not question what God has confirmed. Walk forward with peace. Before you go, Subscribe to Angelic Lights if you haven't yet. This channel speaks to divine timing and destiny. Like this video as an act of faith. Comment powerful words like, "God's will is perfect," or "My marriage is blessed." And share this message so someone else can stop doubting and start trusting. God is ready, you are ready, and heaven is at peace with what comes next. Walk in it.